the importance of doing the work yourself, of writing the book, painting the painting, choreographing the dance, intention to get it right. I would rather you get it wrong and bumble and fumble it with me and be like, babe, I don't know how to do this.
Greetings. Welcome to Things to Write Home About. In this video, I share why I love spending time in nature and how that has changed my life for the better. I recorded this video in May 2025 on a Tuesday after a long holiday. I woke up and decided that I wanted to hike, so I ventured onto a mountain before going into work on my shift, and this is how it went. It's a beautiful spring morning, this 27th day of May, and I'm here at the base of Mount Wachusett, about to hike along the Bolton Pond Trail. It is 10:10, 10 minutes past 10, and I am starting my hike right now. I am excited and I'm curious how long it's going to take. It's about 6 miles, so woohoo! I'm very happy that I've made it on time, and hopefully I can make it on time to work because I have to go to work after this hike. So here goes. As you can see, this is the sign for the Bolton Pond Trail. The trail is going to be marked blue. Here goes.
On my back, I have my backpack, which has some things and 2 bottles of water because I like to carry extra water. I drink a lot of water every day, and especially when I'm being active on a hike or just moving, I like to drink even more water. So that's why I always bring extra water. Plus, the weight in the backpack acts like a weighted backpack, so that also adds to my hike. I like to add more resistance when I can because I think that builds my strength and also increases endurance. Anyway, I will film some sights as I go up and maybe check in. So far it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and already I'm starting to pant. So I'm gonna stop talking. Bye.
The first time I hiked Mount Monadnock, one of the most summited mountains in the world, I met a father-daughter duo on the trail and then again at the mountain's bold rocky peak. "Welcome to America," the father enthusiastically exclaimed as his daughter smiled at me with kind eyes. "Now you get to experience America," he continued. "So many people come to this country and never make the time to experience nature and its beauty. They only work, go home, and back to work. But you've made time. Now you get to see America." This father and daughter had greeted me on the trail up the mountain, offering the casual hi and words of encouragement. It wasn't until I bumped into them again at the summit that they introduced themselves and asked where I was from. As soon as I mentioned Uganda, their faces lit up. Oh, a fellow East African, the dad exclaimed, his curiosity visibly piqued. We are from Ethiopia, he offered. Welcome to America. In the moment, the exchange between these two fellow Africans and I might have seemed trivial, and yet this interaction has stayed with me ever since. This father was offering his wisdom to not only his daughter, but to me as well. His words have inspired me ever since to make time out of my routine and venture out into nature. It is true that so many people get trapped in the rut of going to work day in and day out and forget to connect to the outdoors. So that's where I'm coming from. And this is where I'm going. This is not a knock on anyone's interests because, sure, eating out at a restaurant or going to the mall every now and then might be nice, but nothing compares to going outside and spending time in nature. For me, spending time in nature is simply sacred. That's it. So I found a map and it says I am here, and this is where I started on the Bolton Pond Trail all the way to the Indian Trail, Old Indian Trail, and I'm headed to the summit. Yay! I absolutely love taking in the color green with my eyes. I can attest to the fact that looking at the color green in nature is good for mental health and also good for the heart and soul. Wow.
That's plastic. If you expand this, so you're taking pictures, then you can take a picture.
Beautiful. I do see the skyline. Wow. Amazing.
That one over there is Monadnock.
Okay. Oh.
That's my man.
Wow, amazing. So beautiful.
What is this thing taking me? Hey, you want picture? Get down. Why so far away from each other? Anybody want that far? One picture? I'll take one for you, Louise. Come hold like pictures? Hi Bella. Hi Bella. Hi Bella. Hi Bella. Hi Bella. Hi Bella.
You want to picture today? It's still in Quebec.
Yes. Come on, come. Today is the day.
6 hours of
Listen, let's get a picture of me and you.
because they have like.
Yep.
Oh, hi. What was your name?
Hello, show me.
Wait, is that? I see him at
You parked at Old Indian, right?
No.
Oh, I know where you parked. Never mind.
Bolton Pond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Must be kind of wet.
Mm-hmm.
Just to the second part.
Wow. Mm-hmm. What's that pond?
That's Bickford. Mare Meadow is the next. It's a reservoir.
Hello, hello. I made it to the top. I made it to the summit of the mountain, which is amazing because I almost missed it. I was following the Bolton Pond trail, which would have looped around the summit and had me going back down without summiting the mountain, which is boring. So I'm very thankful that I met I met a nice gentleman who was really helpful, and it turns out he is an expert at hiking and does this mountain around 3 to 4 times a week. So he was able to point me in the right direction to get to the summit. I got to the summit, checked it out, and what's so cool is that I met another group of individuals who do this hike quite often. So they all know each other. It's like a community where they know each other by name. One lady had a dog that she usually comes with. It was really sweet. And all of these are older people that are in good shape, stay active, and it's truly inspiring to see that. It's so inspiring to see older people use their body, you know, well and actively, and are staying fit and healthy and in shape, which is part of the reason why I do these kinds of things, so I can be healthy myself. Use my strength and my muscles, because like Tom said, if you don't use it, you lose it. So we have to use our muscles. We have to train. We have to stay active, eat healthy, dress to feel good and to look nice, be kind, hydrate. So anyway, I'm on my way back down where I parked. He also gave me this map because I needed a map. Clearly, I needed a map. At some point, I did download old trails onto my phone so I could get a map, so I could get the map downloaded. But I'm glad Tom showed up, out of nowhere and gave me a map, which was really helpful. And I still have it for my way back down the mountain. So I am heading back down. This is the view. It's gorgeous. It's so quiet. I love the silence. The colors. Earth tones are my favorite colors, especially greens and browns. So right now I'm facing the trail, going back down, and that's the way I'm headed. Over there. I feel amazing. I feel great. I feel inspired. I feel humbled. Even though this isn't a very high mountain, it's still a challenge. And I'm thankful to be in shape, to be able to go up with ease and go down. For me, going down is usually more challenging than going up because I have a fear of heights. But I'm working on it, so. The descent for me is harder than the ascent because for some reason I feel it more in my muscles going down. And even as I watch this back, I can feel the work that my muscles was doing on that day. Nature is not only inspiring, but also activating. Earth tones feel vibrant and calming to me at the same time. I love to dream while out in nature about all the ways that the beautiful colors can be applied. On this hike, I mostly filmed my steps. Although, one of my favorite feelings about being out in nature is the feeling of looking up at the sky, whether I'm standing still or taking a walk. The feeling of knowing and wondering what is out there. One of my favorite things about spending time in nature, especially places like these, is that there is no trash. I don't see plastic. I only see nature. And it's so refreshing to the eyes to have the gentle earth tones, and the natural materials of nature without the pollution that is trash, especially plastic. So it's such a beautiful feeling, and it's like restful to the eyes too, because I don't see any trash. And it's amazing. It's like my eyes get a break from seeing plastic, just like pop out of nowhere and just hang out, like we usually see out in many places on this beautiful planet Earth. So, yeah, that's one of my favorite things about spending time in nature. That's me without the stick. And this is where I'm going. Old Indian Trail. All the way back down. My natural curiosity is nurtured and expanded upon out in nature. I also adore the smell of trees, especially pines. Just walking through the forest and breathing in that good prana, that good energy, that freshness, the fresh scent of trees, of pine. It's a literal breath of fresh air. And I love it so much. I love it. And I'm so thankful that I get to do this and to film it. Water. Venturing beyond what I see and know brings me right back to myself. The mind and all of its acrobatics, my surroundings, my physical body. Being out in nature is a humbling reminder that I am but a minuscule part of a delicately woven, intricate web of life. One of the ladies that I met at the summit is sitting there waiting for helicopters to arrive because today they will be taking these out. Apparently, the helicopters are coming from Canada, and they will be pulling out ski poles and I guess replacing them with others. I don't know, but it's cool to see. I guess people come here to ski and to get on these, which seems like a really cool thing to do. Let me show you some sights. some gorgeous sights. That's the way up the mountain, and that's the way down. And that's my trail right there. While in nature, I think of all the people I know and those I love, of bugs nestled in decaying tree trunks, of all the sea creatures that live at the bottom of the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants? I'm awed by the innumerable souls there are out there. Then I'm shot right back into my body, taking in the colors, smells, and reveling in the gratitude of being here. I get to do this. So I have made it pretty much to the base of the mountain. I am where Old Indian Trail meets Balanced Rock Trail. And I have the map because Tom gave me a map. And it's right there. So I'm just going that way. Cool. I'm just thinking about how convenient it is to have a map, a paper map, an old school, good old paper map, that I don't have to be checking my phone to look for the map, to look at an app. The apps are cool too, but I think for me, this is the way to go. And I'm very thankful that I have this map. I always like to grab a map when I go hiking. That's just my 2 cents about map versus app. Map versus app. This is the Balanced Rock right here, which is really cool. It really is balancing because the one on top is bigger. Amazing. I'll just go around. Film it at different angles. So cool. Balance Rock. And of course, to stay on trail, I am taking this way back to where I parked. Bolton Pond Trail. Yay! So much fun! It's so nice to have waterproof boots to hike in, because when I approach stuff like this, it's actually an invitation to play around rather than pew, pew, pew. I love the squishiness. I love the squishy sound of the wetness, the wet ground. I get to wake up and the opportunity to spend time in nature. I get to put one foot in front of the other and hike. Whoa, so much squishy. Squishy, squishy. Okay. This is a blessing and privilege that I don't take for granted. Bird songs float through branches on breezes. The latter cool me down while the former invigorate my spirit. I wake up to myself. So this is where I started, and I made it back with a map. So now I have plenty of time to drive to work and to get into my work clothes when I get there. Photo op. Yay! I made it. I'm back to the car and done with the hike. I did bring my binoculars so I could view the horizon, but I forgot them in the car, so another time I did use my 4 eyes to see. So many beautiful views, so much green, some animals running around, just going about their Monday on a mountain. And yeah, I feel great. I have plenty of time to drive to work. I don't even have to rush. Whew. Some munanasi, pineapple juice from boiled pineapple leaves. I have plenty of water that I need to drink because I didn't drink that much while hiking. It's kind of nice to just hike and not have to stop often, which is what I did. And I'm so glad. Mondays are for mountains. Woohoo! So exciting. Until another time, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so glad that I could film it and share it with whoever is watching, whoever will watch. And I'm hoping to do more hikes. Here is to spending time in beautiful, beautiful Mother Nature.